today we will discuss on the three topics: operators, variables, and lists. So we will not be able to complete lists today, but we will continue it tomorrow because lists is a very big topic. So first let's just be comfortable with the IDE. Let's make sure we know everything about it and we are able to do different operations. So I will tell you exactly which things you need for now. Slowly, when you need, I will let you know. So first we will talk about operators. See, we know.
Ma'am, my network is bad. Can I switch off my video?
Yes, okay. If that's a problem, you can switch off. Okay. See, we have different operators. Okay. Let's just be comfortable. We know basic maths: 2 plus 2, 4 plus 4, 4 minus 4. We know that, right? So let's check whether machine knows this or not, whether Python knows this or not. Okay. For example, 2 plus 2. Basic example, we should be getting, we are using addition operator over here. So we should be getting, what should be the answer?
4.
Right.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, I was disconnected in the between. So, ma'am, can you repeat
Yes,
what we did?
I was discussing about the operators, basic maths, which we did some operators last class also, but today we're discussing about basic operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication. We will know the syntax and we will add few more operators which we generally do not use in maths, but we can use them directly in Python language. Okay. See, first 2 plus 2, we all know it's 4. Let's see whether machine knows it or not. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Then in the same way, for example, 4 minus 3, which should be 1. Works good. Then for multiplication, we have to use the star. For example, we are using 10. So we should get 40. Fine. Now, for example, we are dividing some 34 number with 2. We should be getting 17. Have you noticed this? We are getting 17.0, a decimal value we don't actually require. We actually don't require this decimal value, right? But still we are getting this decimal value. So how can we avoid getting this decimal value? I'll show you a different example. 34 divided. If we use this, then we can avoid getting this decimal value. Now, for example, if we want to check for two outputs at a time, we can put a comma and just write 35 by 2. So in this case, we clearly know that we required this decimal because we want this 0.5, otherwise we will lose information. But if we still want the whole value and we are okay to avoid this small thing, so we will write 35 2. These are basic mathematical things I'm trying to explain, which we, as an operator, if you have to solve any problem, you have to use these basic operators. So the next example is, for example, can anyone tell me what is 2 to the power 3?
8.
8.
So basically, if we know that we are actually multiplying 2 3 times, so we know it's like 2 to the power 3 like that. But maybe 2 to the power is fine. We are writing just 3 2s. So it's okay right now. But sometime it might be something like 2 to the power 100. So it's not possible for us to write 100 times 2. So we need some short code for that. What can we do for that? We can write 2 double star and then write 3. Whatever we want on power of 2, we just have to mention that. So we get 2 to the power 3, which is 8. So if I would have done to the power 4, I would get 16. Fine. So remember, for power, we have to use double star. Now tell me one thing. You know do you understand that whenever we are dividing 5, a number 5, with a number 2, then it's not divisible actually. We can't divide, we get some remainder, right? Shrishti? Like we get a remainder. So what is the remainder? Tell me.
Ma'am, 1.
1 is the remainder. Very good. So how can we write that in such a way that we directly get it and we don't have to do so much of calculation which we generally have to do when we are doing maths? How? We have to use this percentage sign. Using this, we will directly be getting the remainder, which is 1. So this is comparatively easier. For example, I'm doing for 101 and I'm dividing. I want to know the remainder now. What should be the answer for this?
1.
1. Maybe 11. So we should get 10, 2, because 99. 99 is divisible by 11. Then we are getting 2 extra. So we are getting 10 for 101 when we are trying to divide. So you understand, right? Using this mod thing, this is in Python, we don't call it percentage, we call it modulus. So modulus is used to get the remainder. Okay, fine. Now, so these are the basic operations. Just try to remember what we will achieve when we use these kind of operators like this double star, this modulus, then double hash, when we can use this. Okay, see, now we come to variables. Like I told you, so we don't have any doubt for in operators, right? Nobody is having any doubt. If anybody is
No.
having, just raise your hand or just switch on your mute, unmute yourself and let me know. Okay, see, so now we will talk about variables. Variables are containers where we store values. Okay, so for example, I will store a simple value 10. How? I will create a variable. My container, I can name my container anything. I can give a name to my container and I don't have to follow anything before giving a name. There are few things which we have to follow. You can't put some number before you initialize a variable. You need to make sure the first character should be alphabet. Okay, you can put it at the end. That is fine. So I am just storing. When I put equal to, that means I'm initializing. That means I'm storing. Then I'm just basically storing a very simple number, which is 10. So 10 is a whole number. Fine. So now I have initialized. So let me check whether my machine has understood or not. Whether how much what has happened to my machine? Is it now it understands what is num now? Let's see. So we will check num. See, when I actually initialize this number and I printed num, I see my output as 10. So let me understand what machine actually understands about this num. So to understand what machine understood about it, we have to use this type keyword, which is num. Check this. When we are checking the type of my variable, which I have initialized, I get the type. So what, can anybody tell me what is this int? Anybody?
Integer.
Right. This is integer. The type of my variable is integer. So we have heard before about integer, right? It is an integer. We can say something which is a whole number. We don't have any decimal numbers there. Fine. Now we will initialize a decimal number. Let's see how we will store a decimal number and how we can check what machine has understood about it. So let me just write des number. Okay, and I will initialize 10.5 and I will run the cell. To run the cell, remember you can click on shift enter or control enter, or if you don't remember this, then click on run. Okay, so this number you have to, we will check this out. Here we are able to exactly get what we have initialized and not only 10, right? We are getting the entire thing. So this works fine. This means machine has actually understood that we have a decimal number. Let's know more about it. Actually, what machine have understood about it. Let's use the type keyword like we have used previously. Type is, you can use type for everything, for any variable, okay? Num, check. This is Yes, you can switch on your cameras as well. Let's just wait for everybody to connect. Almost all of us are connected already.
Ma'am, I have like a question, like decimal numbers, are they called float? Because in other coding language like double or decimal, so
Yeah,
here it's float.
in Python, you don't have to confuse yourself with anything other long, whatever we do, because in other languages, anybody who has the idea,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes,
Ma'am, your voice is coming very low.
my voice is coming low, like others are also facing the same problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll just say louder. So it's fine now.
Ma'am, I just got in. Did you like do anything?
No, I didn't do anything. So is my
Has
voice?
everybody joined?
Yes, everybody has joined.
All of them. Wow. Great.
Yeah. So is my voice very low? Is there
No,
like
one
Ma'am,
did not join.
Karthik?
Karthik, yes.
Okay.
Okay, I think he will join. So guys, everyone comfortable, I believe. Please, whenever ma'am tells you to share the screen also, you have to do it. So please continue doing it along with ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. I will take a leave.
Yeah, sure. So my voice
Thank
is
you, ma'am.
proper, like others
No,
are.
it's proper. It's proper. I think it's proper only. I can hear it properly.
Okay.
प्रणीत वीडियो ऑफ कर दिया, क्या बात है? क्या मतलब एक मौका मिला?
no, sir, like when I got on, it was off, so I thought it was already
कोई
off.
बात नहीं, chill. चलो, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. See, anybody who has done some other programming language that like Tanush you have done. So we have the complication there whenever we are initializing a small number, we initialize some, we actually mention the data type there. But here we don't have to do anything. We just give the value and machine will figure out itself. So we don't have to think about it. Any value, big value, small value, whatever, machine will figure out itself.
Ma'am, but what does it means like float?
Float is a decimal value. Integer is a whole number. Whenever we have this kind of 10.5 or 11.2 or 12.6, any number which is not a whole number is a float number. Okay, so you
Okay,
will
ma'am.
see if I just put 10 over here, then everything will change and I will get type as int. So my machine actually knows that this time it is integer. Let's check. See, it got modified. So if I even write 11.7, basic, anything, okay, anything I can write. I can even write a big number like 0.7, this big float. So I can actually initialize anything and I have to remember one thing. Yes, Praneet.
Ma'am, when I'm typing like decimal number equals something, ma'am, it's saying error.
Can you show me, Praneet?
Yes, ma'am.
Karthik, can you switch on your camera?
Ma'am, you disabled.
Okay, it's yes, you can share now. And Lakshi, you can also show me, like, can you switch on your camera? Or is your network still fluctuating?
Ma'am,
Are you
actually my network is a bit unstable.
yeah, fine. Okay, see, Praneet, you have to run the first cell. You go to the first cell. Yes, run it. Now run the next cell. It will work fine. Actually, you haven't initialized. So your machine says, I don't know what is num. So first you need to tell that my num is equal to 10. Only then it will know that it is 10. Okay. So just make sure you run on these cells. Okay, fine. I'll share my screen. Fine. So whenever we have this kind of number, which is like we have this decimal value over here, we'll automatically see without we giving any hint to the machine, it will always know it's a float number. Next, like I already told you, we can initialize any big number, small number. There's nothing, no complication. We will always get the same thing. There is no other edge cases. Every time this will happen. Now, this is a kind of number like integer, float. Now we have to consider string. So now for string, we cannot just write something. For example, I give a string which is Sneha. If I do this, my machine will actually give me an error. So we have to give a hint to the machine that this is a string. So what we can do for that, we have to put this Sneha inside inverted commas. So when I do this, I can either use single inverted comma or I can use double inverted comma. So whenever I use any one of them, I can use, and my machine will know that this is a string and I will not face any problem. So let's check same things we'll do. We will print the
Ma'am, but what is string?
string. Okay, string is a word, a character or a sentence. Like for example, you know alphabets, like see these are integers. So we can say 1, 2, not there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are my integers. Do you understand that? Till any number, like any number, till any number, keeps going on. But when we talk about A, B, C, D,
Letters.
it can be character. It can be a character of 1, or it can be a character of 2, or it can be a character of any number, anything. In our case, it's a character of 5. It can also be something like hello world, like a sentence. So always remember these kind of text kind of thing is our string. Okay? Are these any integer or float is a number. And string can be a character or word or a sentence. Okay?
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Like usually for a single character, there is another thing called as like char or char. So is that applicable here or that's not?
It is, you don't have to think about it at all. In Python, you can just either give a character, a word or a sentence, everything they will take care for you. You don't have to think about giving any kind of data type for that. It's all same,
Okay.
all same. So I have actually commented these lines, okay? So when I run this cell, I will not get any error. But if I did not put this hash, if I didn't put this hash thing over here, I will get an error, a syntax error. But I want to comment it and don't want to get see any error. I will put this hash over here. This is for commenting, okay? So whenever you want to write something, like for example, I am trying to mention what I'm doing over here. So I will write check the type of a variable. So I don't want to see any error. If I haven't put this, no, I will see an error. But not so that I don't see any error, I would put a hash and it will work fine. It will work properly. So it's just commenting, telling about what you're doing in your code, basic.
But ma'am, what does a hash do so that it does not shows error?
Comment. See, whenever we put it, we do not have it now. So now it's something that machine will consider as a code. So whenever you put this hash, your machine will not interfere because now it knows You have used it as a comment.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
So like, is it like this rough work or something comment like for only for like for users, like
For
a
you,
kind of work?
yes. Yes. Your machine will never see what you have commented. It will not work anything according to that. It is for us that maybe some code we have done and we think we might forget what we have done later on. So we are putting some comments. So later on when we see it, we remember what we have done. Basic. See, now I will show you, Tanush, using a character, using a word, and using a sentence. How we always see same things happening for each of them. Karthik, are you able to follow?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Lakshi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine, great. All of you are able to follow, right?
Ma'am, but I have
Yes.
actually, ma'am, I am not
actually
reading this in 30.
I am not able to follow. Like one of you speak. Srishti, can you speak first?
Ma'am, actually, I am working on the 34th box, so can you wait?
I can give you on chat. You can copy it from there also. Can you try that? Just
For
see.
some minute.
Ma'am, are we supposed to copy this?
No, you're not supposed to copy this. I will share this notebook with you,
Okay,
but you can if you want to.
ma'am, I'm just doing it for my reference, so is it okay?
Yes. Yeah, that is your, of course. That is also fine. That is up to you. I will share this notebook with you. You will practice in your home. So those things we will do. See. So yeah, now Lakshi, what were you saying?
Ma'am, actually, when I was Ma'am, actually, when I put num is equal to 12, then I did control and enter. Ma'am, then it showed error.
Can you show me once, Lakshi? Can you share me your screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Uh, Ma'am, I'm not able to share screen.
Are you
Ma'am,
not?
because you are already sharing screen.
I have stopped sharing already.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, now I'll share. Um, Ma'am, can you see my screen?
I don't. Yeah. Now I can see.
Share.
Like the screen is still not there, but I can see you have started to share.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I am sharing screen.
Okay. Run the cell. Control C.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, I have.
But you did not get any error yet. You have to. Can you just click on Shift Enter? See, you when you click on Shift Enter, you get a new code cell automatically. Now write num. Now again click Shift Enter.
Thank you, ma'am.
Is it working now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So whenever we initialize, we will not see any output in that line, but we have to see it in other line, or we have to actually see what is num. Only then we will be able to see the output. Like what the problem was, I'm telling you once more. If you just directly run this cell, no, you will not get any output for this cell. But you have to again check it in some other cell. Either you can write it this way, or you can put this inside print this way. So whenever for you to understand properly, whenever you want to see something, you can just use this print keyword and put this variable inside this one. And you will be able to see whether you have any error or not an error. Everything will
Excuse
work.
me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, actually, mine is also showing error in that the last one. So can I screen share you?
Yeah. Yes, Srishti. Yeah, I told you to comment it, no? See, all the lines I've commented. You have to
Ma'am.
either, no, I have
Okay, here.
yeah, yes, yes. This is just for understanding only. Now run.
Okay, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, okay. Okay, I'm sharing you the screen. So anybody having any problem now? Are we have any doubt? Okay. We don't have Karthik, right?
Ma'am,
Yes.
and mine Jupyter is only not loading.
Your Jupyter is?
Not loading, ma'am.
You're not able to open Jupyter?
Oh, ma'am. It's just a blank page.
Can you show me?
Yeah.
You copied this line. Now open a new tab and paste this one. Yeah. Minimize it. Okay, if you minimize, we won't be able to see the screen. You have to share it again. Acha, Karthik, did you get a Google account? Did you see Google Colab?
My mother has a Google account.
Okay. Can you use that? Do you have that? Are you logged in this machine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you open Google. First you open Google. We will use Colab in that case.
Okay, ma'am.
That will be faster. So Shrishti and Praneeth, Karthik, you are using Google Colab.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, the in the laptop which I ran the Anaconda, that just like slowed down and it is not working. The laptop is only not working, so I'm doing another laptop. So
Fine, no problem. So anybody see, I just wanted to get you guys familiar with Jupyter. Jupyter, you understand Jupyter and Colab are very similar. So anybody who is having any problem with Jupyter, they can use Colab. So that's all on internet, not have any problem. So Karthik, you can open your Colab and do. Will that be fine?
Ma'am, I'm screen sharing right now, ma'am.
Yeah, please share in your screen.
ma'am, actually, I wanted to ask that in Google Colabs, how do we save the file which we have made?
It is automatically saved. You don't have to save. But I will still tell you
So,
one
ma'am,
thing.
how to enter the like how to enter it
How to find the
again?
new how to
Yes.
find the
How
notebook,
to
right?
find it?
I will tell you. I will tell you. Okay.
Ma'am,
Fine now.
what should
Go
I?
to Acha Karthik, click on new notebook beside cancel. Yeah. Okay. So you will get the notebook over here.
What's it, ma'am?
Okay. So these are same code cells. You will see code. You can click on code to get code, or you can directly click on shift enter. Yeah, num. Click on num. Write num equal to 10. Now shift enter. Your notebook is getting connected. See, allocating, connecting. Now finally connected. This dotted lines means it's running. Okay, you can't, in the second cell, you have put num equal to. So you just write num. then run. It might show an error because it haven't updated yet. Again, run the cell. Run the second cell again. Scroll up. Can you just scroll up? Scroll up. Yes. In the second cell, run Shift Enter. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
And just you can also check the type TYPE, and in first bracket you have to write num. So this is integer type, right? That's what we have learned. Okay, great. So you can continue over here only, so you will not have to mess with the conda. That is fine. Okay, so let me share me the screen. What I was telling, okay, so anybody who is comfortable with conda, we will continue with collab. Okay, so there is no restrictions. Anyone and anything of your choice. I've given two possible options. Now it is up to you which you want to use. So now, right now I have initialized a word. I can also, let me check what machine has understood. I must be getting string. Let's see what is the type of the string.
It's written str like.
This is actually string, short form of string. Like we get short form of integer, in the same way we get short form of string. Okay. So I will show you. See, this is one possibility. Now I will initialize another variable name and I will give 1 over here, and I will use single inverted commas now. And I will check for string 1 and I will check for string 1. I'm updating. Let's see whether it works with double inverted commas, single inverted commas. Are we getting any error or something? Let's see. So first I have used string 1 with single inverted commas. I am actually trying to see what I have in my string 1. String 1, then check the type, string. So now what we understand, inverted comma, like single or double inverted comma defines a string. Okay. Now, like I told you that we can also initialize a character, and we won't have any problem. We can either use double inverted comma or single inverted comma. Then I will check what is string 2 and I will check the type. So it is also string. Now if I check for sentence and I give the exclamation mark.
String 1, string 2, like this we are changing, but in the output of 44th box, it's nothing like str only. It should be string1 or like that.
No, I am not checking the, I am checking the type. I am checking the data type. I am checking what kind of data is I have in that variable. So for everything, it finds that data type only, which is a string. Now why? Because I put inverted commas over here. Okay, so let me just show you with this. String 3 I have initialized as hello world. So I am checking what exactly I have inside my string 3. And then I check the type of my string 3. What is this? What kind of data is this? I see it's a string. So I'm trying to explain over here, no matter if we put inverted commas, double inverted commas, or single inverted commas, or we use a character, or we use a sentence, we will always actually, the data type is always string. Okay, so we don't have to confuse ourselves. Now, if I now just try to see, follow this thing at least, string 4 equal to, if I want to initialize a number, a value inside my string, can anybody tell me what I can do? I want to initialize a string which is 4. How can I do that?
Ma'am, you can firstly put inverted comma and then write any number.
Very good. String 4. So string 4 and then string. But if I did not put this inverted commas, then this will become int. So what matters is inverted commas matter. Okay, these these are the all other ways which we can use to initialize a string. Okay, so
Ma'am, but if we are shopkeeper, then what is the use of these?
now when somebody comes to you telling that these are the 5 products which I need to buy from your shop, so you will do first thing, you will ask them, sir, please give me your number, or ma'am, please give me your number, give me your name, I want to know your name. So these name will be in which category? What is the data type of for name? Who can tell me?
Sign.
String,
String.
right? And phone number?
String.
Uh,
Number.
number. NUM. No.
Number. But what is the data type for num?
In
Integer.
Int.
Integer.
So now we know using which kind of variables and how we will be able to store a number or a string, right? So now we will be able to store the details of the user, because now we want to send them SMS that what offers we have, come grab, because we want to increase our sales, right? That is why
Ma'am,
any, yes,
instead of writing Python could for this, like I give the example, we could easily use something like database or something, which would be much easier.
but right now we are not, this is not the part of project. Right now we are understanding the concept. But in when we are trying to create database, we will create. I'll tell you how we will do that in Python also. So
We can
obviously
do
we
that.
have to, yes,
So we
yes,
can even make data in Python.
yeah, yes, we can create data frames. I'll just show you a small, just do not stress yourself what I'm doing, but I can give you a small hint, mainly for Tanush, that we have something in, this is just an extra thing. Don't get confused with this, but how we will do, I'm giving that hint to Tanush. For example, I'll create a database, we can say a data frame, and I have names, okay? This will a little bit confuse you guys at first, but do not think about it. I'm just showing you how to store a data, okay? So first name is, first customer is Neha, second customer is Monica, and their phone number is any number I'm giving, which is not random, okay? And now I am creating columns, names, where I'm actually putting, do not have to understand, but just for checking how to save it.
Ma'am, but why have you written import pandas as PD?
I'll tell, because I am actually using a library for my pandas. Like
Ma-
I'm using a library which is pandas. So that is how what we require to do when we need to save something. See,
Ma'am, like if you have a very big, huge database like of 100 or like a whole building office of workers, then you can't just like go on adding like every name. Then what should we do?
somebody has to create the data, right? Somebody has to write one by one. Who would do that?
100?
Who would do that? Somebody had to do it. But it is not something which happens in a shopping mall in a one day. First, there are few customers coming on first day. Then we are adding the customers, and that's how we get piles and piles of data. Like it's not a one day thing; it's a lot of day thing, right? So this is some extra thing.
Ma'am, why it is written DF and is equals to
See,
PD
Srishti,
and
don't confuse yourself. These things are just to see, to show how we can store the data. Right now, this is extra. Don't confuse yourself. This thing you will not understand right now. It will take some time. Okay, these things are new to you. I'm not expecting you to understand any one of you. This is just to show how we can actually present the data and how it looks to us. Okay, see, so I'm just not come. I can comment this. Okay, let me do is remove this. You guys will get confused. I will again show later on. This is extra thing I have just shown. Okay. Now we will see how to convert this data. See, num equal to 10. For example, 6. Okay, I am initializing my first float. I am initializing my first float as this. Now, I want to, and I will always see the type. What is the type? Tell me what is the type for this variable?
Float.
Float. What can I do to change the type? I've already initialized this with 10.6. I can't make any change over here. I can't remove this. I have to put this. But I still want to change the type to integer. So we have to do some conversion. We have to convert the data from float to integer. Right? Following? How we will do,
Yes.
I will say. That how we can convert. So convert the type from float to int. How we can do that? Just very easy. What I want to convert the data type into integer. I'll just write int. I want to convert it into int. I'll write int and I will create a first bracket thing. And I will, whichever variable data type I want to convert from float to integer, I have to mention that variable inside here. Fine, and I will write my first float to int conversion. This is a very big variable. Just I wrote this a big name I gave because I wanted to understand. I want you to understand that this is what this variable actually have. Okay, and I will set the type of this. See, and I will see what is inside this. This 10.6 actually got converted to 10. How? Using this first line of code. This is the variable. This is the variable. But this thing, I just had to use this thing int, and I have to mention the variable which was previously float. Finally, when I used int, my float variable converted the data type converted from float to int, and I can see that my data also got modified. Previously it was 10.6, now it is 10. Are
Ma'am,
you guys able to follow? Yes,
like
Shani?
if we change the int into string, will it work?
Yes, can you just repeat once more?
Ma'am, like you wrote my first float to integer conversion. Ma'am, if we change the integer into string, will it work?
Yes, it will work. Let's see.
So it will show in like letter form like
No,
TNPOINTSIX.
Just it will put this value inside inverted commas.
Because it converted to like from the float to integer, the value changed, right? So wouldn't it
Yeah,
change
but
if
in
you
that case, doesn't change. In that case, it
so it
doesn't change. Yeah, it
puts
just,
it into double quotes?
yes, I'll show.
I thought like in the letter form.
Yeah, but no, we don't have that information. Actually, doesn't have that. That 10 is actually TEN. It doesn't know it that way. Okay, so float to string, right? And here str, fine. And here also str. And now let me print this thing. I'll put over top, and I'll create a new cell. Let me see also what is there inside this. Okay, directly I will see. Running the cell. See. 10.6 actually came inside inverted commas. Following. So in the same way, we can convert from float to integer, integer to float. Very quickly, I'm showing how we can do that. String to float. How?
Like
New
it will just
float equal to, sorry, new float. Tell me, you can tell me. Float.
what will it do? outcome.
I will convert a string to float.
It will just like add a point zero at the end. That's like
Yes. See, if I convert a string to float, I have to make sure my string also have to be that way only. Like I can't have random string, okay? Like this. And like this I have to have it. Because I'll show you float and my string. Okay, this is an we have to comment this line. So new float, first I will see that and I will see the type as well. So this got converted to 10.0. But for example, this is a string, right? So I don't here I have to remember I can only convert that string into float, which actually could be converted because I have 10. That is a number which I can see, which I know. But if I put something ABC, how would it work? It will give an
float.
error, right? It is saying we can't convert this ABC to float. That is not practical. This part is clear. Like this is how we are converting. So what we have learned here, we have learned float to string, then string to float.
Ma'am, like I have a question now.
Yes, please say.
Like, for float, if we are converting integer to float, or not integer to float, like some number is we are giving the value as float. Can we like control the amount of decimals that are shown at the end?
Now control the number of decimals. Like after point, you want zero, two
Yeah,
numbers. Yes, you
yeah,
can
like
do that.
10.
You can do that. Time level, 5 minutes.
Okay.
তুমি যাও, আমি আসছি। Um, um, so we will have some decimals. So you are saying that after point you want to have some kind of control. See, not directly we can do that, but we have to actually manipulate using our code. We will not be able to directly do that. We have to do some string manipulation, but exactly we don't one line code is not there for that. Okay. So in the same way, float to string, float to int, then int to float, int to string, int to float, same using the same logic. Then int to string. So all of these could be done. How could I do this one? Firstly, int t, maybe is my integer value, and I'm taking 4, and I want to convert this int t into float. I get 4.0. Fine. I'll print this. And in this case, printing float integer to string. So int I already have 4. Now I will convert to string, which is int, int. I will see. Here I've printed, that's why I do not see inverted comma, but if I check, let me do one thing. I will put it inside a variable, string into str int. Okay, this one, comma, type of s, string directly, I can put string because I've already initialized string. I'll mention here directly. So we see that the type is, see, whenever we print this thing, we get it like this, but we understand that we actually want to see what data type is this one. So we see that we get it string. If I did the same thing over here, I put some variable. Okay, this thing I will put into float 1 equal to